Thank you very much. And, TED Talks India, Nayi Baat is kind of like going back to school. The only difference being here that I have to sit on the front bench when I'm forced to sit on the front bench and look nice and attentive to everybody who's speaking and expounding and talking about such wonderful ideas. Because in school, I would find myself the back bench, sit down there quietly and hide myself from the teacher and quietly eat toast and chicken inside my desk. And the first thing that actually, when I'm talking about growing up, is we talk about dreams. And every time everyone says, dream big and believe big and think big. But more often than not, dreams were basically just a big part of our imagination, a figment of our imagination. Nobody actually really believed that these dreams may come or turn into reality. And what I noticed today, or more than actually a year and a half back, the first time when I met all the participants in TED Talks India, Nayi Soch, the first thing I realized is there's a whole set of new people, innovators, scientists, thinkers, young Indians here and abroad, who are not only just dreaming as part of a big imaginative process, but they really believe that it can be turned into reality. Lots of them came from very underprivileged backgrounds or lack of entitlement. But what they were doing was not very selfish. It wasn't, just to innovate and invent and become famous or rich. The idea was to bring about changes in lives of people who were perhaps a little better off than them in some cases. And that to me was very unselfish, very motivative, and extremely wanting to become part of TED Talks India, Nayi Soch then, and on to Nayi Baat. And of course, Uday Shankar paid me a lot of money, that helped. That was nice. And Sanjay and Gaurav have been very, very kind. Get opportunities to talk to an intelligent man like Chris Anderson here and abroad. And of course, Juliet Blake, who's backstage, who keeps on correcting my English pronunciation. So I know how to say audacious. I used to say audacious. So she keeps telling it's audacious, audacious. So my English is also improving. And of course, I have my Trimurti here, Aradhna, Kausar, and Sonia and Sahil, who was directing. And all of them get angry if I don't take their names. So thank you very much. It's been really a wonderful journey. And so many other people who are involved with this. But to me, the main thing was that there is this young set of people, sometimes not so young, because I'm the youngest amongst all of them, as you know, I never grow old. But there were some younger people on and off on the show, like just mentioned by Sanjay, 13-year-old Gitanjali, At 13 years, she's figured out a way to figure out how much lead there is in the water that we drink at home through some app on a telephone. And at 13, I just used to sharpen pencils to take the lead out. That's the only thing I remember. There have been some really wonderful speakers. I can go on and on. There's one lady called Kavita Devi. I'm saying all the names right. I'm looking at my team, Kavita Devi, who started this process, herself illiterate, married at the age of 12, from a small little village. And she figured out her life and started a newspaper called Khabar Lahariya, a whole movement where, she was able to entice other women who were uneducated, who were underprivileged, from backward classes and even scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, got them to start becoming part of this innovative process to take news, which is such a big thing nowadays and doesn't sound like news at all, but to take news and take it to the inner parts of the country and change the lives of these women and, bring changes around in the villages and the towns that she's working in. And there's this young man called Ankit who left his corporate job at 22 and decided, it's a simple logic, where हमारे यहाँ पे बहुत सारी शादियाँ होती हैं, खाना बेकार हो जाता है, वेस्ट हो जाता है, घर में हम वेस्ट करते हैं, हम लोग इतना सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, ज़्यादा पकवान बन जाते हैं अमीरों के घर में. अगर यही सारा खाना जो ख़राब हो रहा है उसको लेकर हम उनको पहुंचा दें जिनको खाना नहीं मिलता है. It's such a simple thought. And before he knew it, what surprised him most was that he has about 8 or 10,000 workers who are called hunger heroes and who joined in as volunteers. So amazingly innovative thoughts and beautiful ideas. And I start feeling always that, being an actor, I want to first thank Star for giving me this opportunity, genuinely. I've even started designing my shirts with a star on them. And I was so touched by the fact that being an actor, it's important for me to, sit, hear, listen, feel, understand where the younger India is going, what's happening to the coming India. And I don't want to be sounding patronizing by saying, क्या हमारा देश अच्छे हाथों में है? Of course अच्छे हाथों में है. It's just that perhaps people at my age, and a lot of you, may not be able to comprehend what young India feels, what they want to say, what they want to do. And it's really, really wonderful, to get this opportunity. So I want to thank Star for giving me this opportunity. Also for converting this into 5 languages. I sound extremely sexy in Bengali. আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি, baby. Yeah, just really, really cool. I sound really nice. Yeah. Even Nakolanga temple is very like a baby. Every time I have to say baby when I speak in a different language. So the ladies understand. But I really want to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all of you for being